going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be working on the LS460. She's got a couple small issues, nothing crazy. A few little small things that are just showing wear from time and need a little bit of attention, a little bit of restoration. If you have an LS460, you probably have seen or have these exact same wear issues, and hopefully this will help you solve it. Let's get straight into the video. I just got off work, so I'm a little bit tired, but should be just fine. I'm trying to get back to uploading fairly regularly. I haven't posted in quite a while just because I've been so busy with college and work and all kinds of stuff that's been going on and changing in my life. So hopefully I can get back to a more consistent YouTube schedule. I don't know what that schedule is going to be, but I'm at least going to try to put out some more videos. So let's get straight into the Lexus. No more talking. The few things we have are going to be super easy. First thing we're going to try to fix is this glove box. It has been doing this, which is incredibly annoying on the highway. Passengers always complain about the rattle, and it shouldn't be too much of a fix. I don't really know the exact issue. We're going to dive into it and figure it out. I've seen a few really ghetto issues, people jamming zip ties in here to make it go away. I don't like that. We're going to take it out. I'm sure it's just a worn plastic bit. Maybe I can put some washers on a bolt. Not sure, but it's pretty easy to remove. We just got to remove this wood trim right here, and I think there are 3 screws underneath it. Had a casualty. It is an old 20-year-old car, so I can't say I'm surprised. I'm gonna try to get some super glue, put that back on. We'll let this sit, but luckily none of the actual wood got damaged or scratched, so I'm happy about that. It does look like under the dashboard right here, there is like a little plastic trim that runs across the bottom with some clips and screws. I'm gonna pop that out and see if we can have any success. So it did end up being that there's a piece of plastic under here, just these 4 little push tabs, which you can remove with your finger super easy. And then there are 2 10mm bolts, one on this side, one on that side. Ta-da. Alright, don't want that to explode. Now, that wasn't the hardest thing I've ever done, but it really makes me miss my Volvo, because if you know anything about the 240s and their glove boxes, you pop the thing open, there are like 8 screws, they're right in your face. No removing side panel, corner panel, airbag, panel under the airbag, however many screws that was, and 10 mils. So it wasn't the worst thing, but now if you know, if you have an LS460, you got to remove this piece, you got to remove this little corner piece, then the bottom, then the bottom, then the airbag. Then you can get to all of the screws in the glove box. So now that we got that out, I'm gonna bring the glove box inside because it's hot outside and I don't want to mess with it and look at it out here. This car's got 20 years of just dust, dirt, and grime in there, and while I'm in there, may as well clean it all up. And then we'll throw everything back together, clean up some of this trash, and we should be good for the first restoration task I wanted to complete today. So after about 3 seconds of diagnosis, I found the issue should be pretty easy to fix. So you can see when I move the door of the glove box, this is the front. You can kind of see this is the little stopper that moves forward and back. So the reason we have slack up here is because we have slack way down here. Don't know why there's such a long arm. If you imagine the door is kind of like an L and it opens like this. So what I think we need to do is tighten up the slack right here. I'm gonna look at it some more. I'm not sure if there's an easy way of doing that, but basically when you press the button, you can see how that retracts and lets it open. So we just need this to push back into place, have there be a little bit of compression between the two, and then hopefully our glove box doesn't rattle anymore. So let me look at that. And then there's also another one on the same side. So we'll look at both, see what we can do to get it fixed. So kindly enough, Toyota actually put this little set screw right here. You can loosen it and adjust this whole arm back and forth in relation to where the door is. So I just loosened that guy up a little bit, slid the whole thing this way. And now this side is nice and tight. However, this is the most complicated glove box I've ever seen. They decided to put a nice big paywall, nice little DLC blockage. So we can't access the one that's on this side. So I gotta pop off this panel and then hopefully we can get to the screw, which is on this piece of plastic behind it. These are where our two set screws are. So now we can adjust this side. As you can see, the plunger for where, actually you cannot see. The plunger for what holds the door in place is right here. And so we just need to slide this piece of plastic back a little bit and hopefully she'll be nice and tight. So after doing those two set screws, one on each side, the glove box is now nice and firm again. Make sure you don't move the set screws too far back in the corrective direction, because I actually did that the first time and one side would latch but the other side would not. Pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you get it in a nice neutral position where it's not gonna wobble, it's not gonna, there's no more movement at all, but it'll still open and close just fine as it should. So just gotta find that balance. It takes like 2 minutes. I'm gonna throw this back in the car. We're gonna get everything back in place on that side, and we're gonna move on to the next restoration item, I guess. Glove box is back in. She looks amazing. Besides the notorious sticky dash, everything is great. Everything went back exactly how it was. No broken clips, no lost hardware. I'm happy. I'm gonna go run to the store real quick and get super glue for the tab that broke off at the end here. And then I found that the veneer is actually splitting a little bit, which is perfect because I'm gonna go get super glue. We'll glue that down. Be good as new. This is great. It's still got a little bit of wobble. You might be able to see it when I press on it, but it's completely normal. Like I wouldn't get in a car and be like, oh, that's like, it's a 20-year-old car, that's not bad. But before it was violent, and the subwoofer would absolutely buzz this thing in the highway. Every single bump it would go ka-dunk, ka-dunk, and you could hear it. So this is way better. Oh, what the fuck is, what's wrong now? Let me take your time, what's the rush? My glove box don't open no more. Oh. Nope. No issue. I just had this lower valence tightened down in a little bit of a weird spot. We're good. Good as new. Falls slowly. Closes great. Oh. There is no way. Hello. Hello. Oh my goodness. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Nice to meet you. There is no way. Whose cat are you? What do you think? What do you think? Is it legit? Look. Does it look legit? Is it a good fix? Oh my gosh. You are too cute. I know. Wood trim's back on. Will that probably fall off the next time I pull it off? Yes. Do I have peace of mind that I at least attempted to do it right? Yes. I'm happy. Next two things, really it's one thing that I want to fix, are both in the cup holder. So the first thing needs a little bit of grease, needs a little bit of oil, so we got to get to that hinge, which is somewhere under here. Just going to involve taking this panel off. Second thing, the little tabs that kind of put some pressure on your drink All of them work great, except for this one. You can actually kind of see it from the side right there. It's completely snapped off. It's loose in there, and the subwoofer shakes it to all hell. It's the most annoying thing in the world. So we're gonna pull this panel off, and hopefully it can super glue into place or clip back into place or something. It might just be broken, and if that's the case, I'm honestly just gonna pull it out. Scares me every single time. This might be the nastiest damn thing I have ever seen. I am so glad that I just took this off. What in the sticky, crusty, dusty, and it's everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's all under there. I'm gonna go get the vacuum. The underside of the cup holders are actually disgusting because the previous owner at some point spilled something that's just been sitting down here and dripping down into there. I wiped most of it up down there, but these actually come out with These actually come out with 4 screws. There's one in each corner, so I'm gonna pop this out and actually go wash it in the sink with some Dawn dish soap because it's not really coming off with what I have, and it'll probably be easier with some hot water under a tap to get all this crusty dusty off, because that would piss me all the way off. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up. We'll bolt it all back together. Or the piece that I was talking about that's broken, also extremely crusty, needs cleaned. It doesn't look broken at all. Nothing's snapped, nothing's bent. That should be a super easy fix. It is now day 2, and last night I spent way too much time cleaning up the cup holders and the gear indicator. So now that that is all done, we can get back in the car and we are ready to reassemble the entire center. All it was like 6 little screws. So we're gonna throw those in real quick. We'll snap back in the center console, put everything back together, and we will be done. I will show you guys the final result. We did this. There we go. Now the center console is all back together. It looks great. I'm so much happier that I got all the gunk out from under this thing. And as you see, super silent, way smoother than it was before. I might not have filmed it because I did it last night after I turned off the camera, but all I did was take a little bit of WD-40 and I threw it on everywhere where metal met plastic. The main 2 points were little springs here and here that are responsible for bringing it back to this upright position. That's what was squeaking. Everything else was pretty good, but I threw a little bit of WD-40 on all the little joints, and now she is dead silent, good as new, which is great. The other problem that was in here were these little plastic tabs. They were all gunked up with like melted chocolate or peanut butter or something from the previous owner. I let them sit in hot water for about 15 minutes, scrubbed it all off. Now they are all brand spanking new. They all click back into place exactly how they should. Everything is great, no more rattle, amazing. I'm super happy with that. Last thing I wanted to do for this video is polish up these exhaust tips. As you can see, I just did this one. I didn't spend a crazy amount of time doing it, didn't use any fancy techniques. And this is the one that we're about to do right now. As you can see, it's nasty, it's black, it's crusty, and it looks really bad on the rest of the chrome. It shows a little bit worse in person. It looks actually not too bad on the video, but this just looks so much better. So this side only took me about 20 minutes tops, so I'll show you exactly what I did on this side, and we'll be pretty much done for today's YouTube video. So the first thing we're gonna do is just give these things a little clean. All I've got is some universal cleaner. It doesn't really matter what you use, degreaser or whatever. You're just going to want to get as much of the crud off as possible. It's going to make your job just a little bit easier when you get to the next step. My friend came back. Hey buddy, you like the exhaust? You like the Lexus? I think I made a new friend. This guy's pretty cool. Next step after cleaning, we're just gonna hit the whole thing with some Scotch-Brite. Ideally, I would use fine Scotch-Brite. This is just what I had, it's gonna work. I'm just gonna go a little bit lighter on the outside where you see it, and a little bit heavier on the inside, as I'm not putting as much polish in there. I just want it to look decent. The outside, I want to be polished, so just a little bit of light scuffing with this guy. So even after just doing a little bit of Scotch-Brite, it already looks way better. But the last step that we're gonna do is we're gonna hit it with a little bit of this Mother's all metal polish. The stuff works great. You can get it anywhere. You don't have to specifically use this. Just use any, I think these are made of stainless steel. Just use any metal polish and it should do you just fine. You can get it from an auto parts store or a hardware store or whatever works. But you're just gonna use a clean microfiber towel. You're gonna rub this stuff in and you'll see it shine right up. There we go. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do for now. It looks way better, especially from 10-20 feet away. If you guys could see it before in person, it looked so crummy, super crusty, but now it looks amazing. Matches the other chrome a lot better. Still not perfect. Over the next few times that I wash the car, I'll probably get in there, hit it with a little bit of polish, and you know, just make sure to stay on top of it and keep it nice and shiny, and it'll only continue to get better. So don't be afraid to do stuff like this. Just make sure if you do something like this, that it is metal, that it is steel, or it's aluminum. I know for a lot of the rest of the chrome, it's plastic. This makes the car look a hell of a lot better. Polish is $5. That little thing will last me a life. Well, maybe not a lifetime, but it would last me a lifetime of doing these exhaust tips. So, you know, can't complain. The car looks amazing, and that is the last thing I want to do to the car, so that's pretty much a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this small video of me doing some little fixes on the Lexus. I've been wanting to get around to doing those few things for quite a while now. The interior rattles were driving me absolutely nuts, and the polished exhaust tips, it's just been on the bucket list, never got around to it, but now it looks so much better, so it makes me feel good. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know it was a short one. I'm gonna try to post more frequently. Hopefully soon I'll be restoring the headlights and a few other little things in this car. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. I love reading you guys' comments. Even if I don't post often, I still get them, and I still try to respond to every single one. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Stay tuned for more content. I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.